Stephen Thompson gives an update on his career. Wonderboy posted this video to his YouTube channel titled "What's Next for Me?" Go watch the full video on Wonderboy's channel, links in the description.
I mean, I was willing to fight the JDMs, the Ian Garys, the Shovcotts, but then you got the guy, the #1 contender, the former UFC champ, one of the greatest fighters, called me out. And this was a guy I thought I would face one day and never did. And I think he was thinking the same thing. And I was just like, let's make this fight happen. Are you kidding me? You know, I've been fighting backwards since Tyron Woodley, apart from Gilbert Burns, to be honest with you. You know, I've been fighting back. I've been fighting those 13s, you know, the Jeff Mills, the Vicente Luques, the Bilal Muhammads, and, you know, try to get that fight with Michelle Pajeda, who I think was 15 or 13, I don't remember. But give me these guys a shot. I want to show the UFC, and not just the UFC, but the fans that, you know, I'm not a gatekeeper. I am not a gatekeeper. I got a small window to kind of do what I want to do with the fight game. I'm 40 years old, and when I see a chance to go for another title shot before it's over, when Kamaru Usman calls me out, I'm like, dude, no brainer. No brainer. I mean, yes, Gilbert Burns beat me. Yes, Bilal Muhammad beat me, but I never faced a guy that beat me the way that they beat me before. So I learned a lot from those two fights and been working on it ever since. And this is my opportunity to show the UFC and the fans and fighters out there that I got what it takes to go for that title again. That I got what it takes to face those guys in the top 5, in the top 3, the #1 contender, that I can fight for the title again. And it's just an opportunity to face a guy that I've been wanting to fight for a while now. Obviously, Leon Edwards, when I beat Kamaru Usman. That's my plan. That's who I want. Let me know what you guys think about that and what my whole mindset is. Just wanted to give you my mindset on what I was thinking about. And the Ian Garys, those guys will always be there as well. But when I see a shot at the title again and one last run for it, I gotta take it.
Aljamain Sterling gives an update on how he's feeling since losing the bantamweight title to Sean O'Malley. On the Weekly Scraps podcast, Aljo appears to feel relieved of the pressures of being a UFC champion.
Long story short, this is the lightest I felt in a long time. Stress-free. I legit don't have anyone calling my phone, talking about a potential fight date, talking about when they want me to get back, any type of timeline. I don't have to do another surgery. Thank God. This is the best downtime that I've ever had, and I just feel like a big burden off my shoulders, win or lose. Obviously, I would have liked to have gone out with the win and then take my vacation, and it still would have felt the same. But you know, it is what it is. I made good money. I'm happy about the opportunity. I had a chance to do something that I don't think any other UFC champion has ever done in terms of the turnaround and coming out of a 5-round. I don't want to use the word war. I had a very competitive and painful scrap with Henry Cejudo, went the distance, and then to make a turnaround like that, to go do something, you know, to chase a dream, to chase a goal, and to take out the biggest name in my division right now in the States. I took a shot. Obviously, I came up short for technical reasons. That, you know, I saw something that I actually didn't, and I got caught. I got caught from a beautiful setup, and I don't want to call it a setup, a beautiful counter. Thought I saw something. Sean did a great job. He capitalized, and so that's why I don't like using the word caught, because they knew that was something. But I also don't want to say they set it up knowing like, hey, he's going to come forward now. Because definitely, I don't think it was like that, at least in my opinion. I feel good, man. Life's good. So I've been getting a lot of texts, and I still got a ton of DMs I got to get through. If I just like it, guys, don't hate me.
Yesterday, Dana White put out a $2,500 reward for anybody who could ID the guy that tried to rob his house in Maine. Dana posted this to his Instagram story. He wrote, "This face just tried to kick my front door in Levant, Maine. $2,500 to the first person to let police know who he is." Then Dana posted footage of the guy trying to kick his door in. He wrote $2,500 to the first person to let the police in Levant know who this moron is. So it looks like they caught this guy. Today, Dana posted this to his story. He wrote, "Thanks to law enforcement in Levant. Appreciate you guys. They got him. Thanks to everyone that called and helped." Recently, Sean O'Malley has been getting flack over having an open relationship with his girlfriend. This photo has been going around social media. It says UFC star Sean O'Malley claims he gets a pass for cheating on his wife. And then in quotes it says, "I'm a king. I pay for everything." Vitor Belfort reacted to this and told Sean that he wanted to punch him in the face over it. Vitor said, "Reading this deeply saddened me. It's disheartening to see that many professional athletes end up with multiple ex-wives due to such behaviors. You serve as a negative role model for this generation. I genuinely hope that one day you reflect upon and change this terrible behavior. While you may be a great fighter, your actions as a father and a husband are deplorable. Realize that a man who lacks respect for his wife and the mother of his children can never be a good father. I would love to punch your ugly face in a boxing match. Your Uncle Dana White will never let this be possible, but all the women would purchase the pay-per-view to see the whooping that I will give you. #disappointed, #role model, #respect, #fatherhood." On the most recent episode of the Timbo Sugar Show, Sean responds to Vitor and the backlash on social media.
It said I can cheat on my wife because I'm the king and I pay for everything. See that going viral as
Yeah, I saw it.
It's fire. Vitor Belfort messaged me. He wants to kick my ass.
I cried for Danny. No, for real. Well, that's what I told Mariah. I was like, all the big pods, Sean's always talking good, talking her up. I mean, they can clip whatever they want, but
Yeah.
I didn't watch the pod.
I don't know which one it was. I think it was clipped from the Brad one, I think.
Oh.
I think it was clipped from a couple, but yeah, Vitor's gonna beat my ass now. But I mean, relationships are relationships. They work or they don't. We've been together for what, 8 years or some shit. Doing good. So
Yeah.
it's crazy how people just it's like you get married, you fucking have a girlfriend, you live this one way. Any other way is not okay.
That
It doesn't work for everyone like that.
That God, what is it? Not Tiger. Soft White Underbelly interview where he interviewed that divorce attorney from New York who's been a divorce attorney for 20 years. That's a 45-minute conversation, I think, of them talking about just marriage and how like it's just not a good thing. I mean, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Rarely does it work. It's the rate of it not working is higher than the other rates. Like
Yeah. And people just like, I'm just out there trying to get every day, every week. I literally went out with the boys Saturday. Didn't get could have had options, just didn't. Not because I just didn't. I don't know. I just didn't. I didn't really care to, but I was able to. I could have. And yeah, people just want to misinterpret things, but
and guys, it's just, you don't want to talk on marriage because there is marriages at work.
I want to work with Danny. That's why we have certain boundaries and things that can and cannot be done, because I want it to work. If I had to be like, nope, this is the only way, you can't be just gotta probably wouldn't work. But we're good for now.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post future ones. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's in reference to Ilya Topuria telling Max Holloway to retire. It says, fun fact, Max is only 31 years old. Him retiring makes absolutely no sense. The second one's from Alpha Q Hard. It's in reference to the back and forth between Anthony Smith and Alex Pereira. It says Pereira should have known better than to attack Anthony's family. And the final one says, how can anyone tell Max to retire when he has only lost to Volk? Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured on the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. If you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen to get caught up. And make sure to go subscribe to our second channel where we post our exclusive MMA interviews.